Here we go. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day, and we're back for another live stream today, guys. Let's get it rocking and rolling here. Market's looking like it's getting ready to have some type of big pump. Obviously, we've had a major rally from late last night, right? During the Asia trading session, Bitcoin came all the way down to its local gold pocket weekly open, bounced off of this area of 114,200, and has had a massive astronomical move to the upside, right? Running towards back inside this uptrend, breaking out of its previous day range and getting above it and getting back into the uptrend. And right now we've been creating a little bit of a double bottom situation here on this uptrend. We were really looking for a potential pullback down to this previous day high to retest this area before continuing to the upside. But if we break out of here right now, our next big target to the upside is 117,945. That is our next big target once we can break out of this London high and start moving up higher. We have about 38 minutes left on this 4-hour candle before we get our first 4-hour candle of the day to close. And yeah, Diamond says, back. Man, you're back in the saddle twice in one day. Yeah, man, back getting in here, trying to go live again. You know, just trying to make sure I keep up to date with the live streams and the content creation. Want everybody to stay up to date with what is happening in the crypto citadel. So really appreciate all of you guys tapping those likes, smashing up and filling up those like meters, getting it rocking and rolling, and see if Bitcoin breaks out here. Now, if Bitcoin does come down to this retest here, right, I will be looking for a long around this area. We might not get it. It's looking like we're building a lot of support here, a lot of anticipation for the new order that might be signed here today that is going to be allowing Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to be put into 401k investment retirement funds. So that is going to be a massive regulation that allows crypto to continue to be adopted by these traditional banks and traditional finance money, which will obviously open more liquidity and more money into the markets overall for Bitcoin. Now, the question is, are we going to have the breakout from right here? Or are we just going to break out above this London high of 116.7 and pump towards this monthly NPLC of 117.945? Or are we first going to have a little bit of a drop, retest the VWAP, retest the Monday high, retest the previous day high, and the value area high of the previous day range? A lot of confluence for a lot of support in this area. We also have a 382 fib at 115,797. I would love to see this retest to really be able to jump into a long with a lot of confidence. Going long here, even though this uptrend is holding, could be the play, but it's just not enough. The risk is just not there for me, right? The proper risk to reward ratio, right? Because entering long here, if we do have that pullback, you're gonna have to be keeping a very strong, a very wide stop loss to be able to sustain a drop down here and hold that to be able to go back up. Now, we might not get it, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. It looks like we're creating a little bit of a double bottom here for sure. We're going to be closing out the first 30 minutes here in the next 6 minutes. And then, you know, we got the last 30 minutes of this 4-hour candle before things start to rock and roll. And hopefully we get a big move here later today. I just hope I can get into a trade, man. I haven't been able to catch any good trades at all this whole last week, this whole week in general. So just really hoping here, but I don't want to let that bias, that FOMO, right, that fear of missing out, that anticipation of, man, I just haven't caught any good trades. Let me just go long here to make sure I try to capture, because then if it doesn't go according to plan and it pulls back, I'm going to get hit with a loss. And I'd rather miss a trade than lose money. So, you know, rather miss a trade than actually lose capital. So just got to wait it out and see what happens here. Overall, the crypto market is pretty much in the green here, 5%, 6%, 8% on altcoins. The Bitcoin dominance is pulling back as well. If we go look over here, right above my head, 61.46% for the Ethereum, for the Bitcoin dominance. Let's actually jump into the chart for the Bitcoin dominance. As you guys can see here on the 1 hour, we've been having a nice little pullback here for the Bitcoin dominance. Come on. So Bitcoin dominance earlier this week on Sunday came up as high as 62.65 and has been slowly dropping this last couple of days. We're dropped below 62%. We're below 61.5% right now. If we continue dropping to the downside, our next, obviously, we need to break this current low here around 60.40%. And our next targets to the downside are 59 and 58. The lower the Bitcoin dominance drops, the more your altcoins are going to rally. So let's always keep an eye on the Bitcoin dominance and if the altcoins are going to be pumping or not. Ethereum is having a great time, major breakout as well, hanging on to its uptrend here from last night during the Asia trading session, came down to the daily average of 36.47, and since then has had a major pump all the way up to 38.60. Now it's having a little bit of retracement, a little bit of a cool off, and hopefully if Bitcoin does pump back up, its next big target is this previous week high of 39.43. Above that, it is the forever doom of $4,000. Coming on over here to XRP. XRP has been slowly coming down. Very nice here. Didn't get the full retest, but came all the way down to the lower band of this uptrend after hitting the London high and the Monday high around $3.08. This VWAP and daily MPOC around $3.03 could be a decent entry here for a push higher for XRP if Bitcoin does take that push, right? But we do have a London NPOC down at $3. The previous day high is down at $3.01. So since Bitcoin hasn't had that major pullback yet, if Bitcoin does pull back to this area, I do expect XRP to potentially be pulling back closer to this previous day high area, and I would be more interested in taking a long there. Now, if Bitcoin does not have this pullback and continues to hover inside this uptrend before having its major breakout, then this could be the best we get here, or retracement here to this VWAP around 303 to be able to take the long for XRP's next big target to the upside once it breaks the Monday high is this weekly NPOC of $3.13 to the upside. I do think Bitcoin is coiling up here and getting ready for a big move with the potential signing happening later today. Whatever time that happens, that is going to be when the next big move really does happen for the Bitcoins. So appreciate everybody jumping in here. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes. This is TradingView. These charts are all posted on TradingView. These are the chart itself is empty. I put all these indicators and targets and whatever on the chart itself. So if you guys are interested in getting all my exclusive analysis, make sure you guys are joining the Crypto Citadel. We had literally a 2 to 3 hour session this morning going live looking for trades. We weren't able to find any good trades, but you can get exclusive analysis here for daily trade setups, long-term macro analysis as well for people that are long-term holders in your spot bags, and obviously signals from trades that we take every single day. When available, when the trade presents themselves. So if you're interested in signals, interested in macro long-term analysis, daily trade setups, all this stuff that's exclusive to the Crypto Citadel, definitely do so and join. As Bob Marley said, higher. Let's go. Appreciate everybody in here. Appreciate all of you guys tapping those likes. Who wants to be a cold trader? I need someone to work with. Well, lad, if you want to be a trader, you can always join the Crypto Citadel. Right now, I'm waiting. Bitcoin's going to have is going to break out of this London high and go towards its next target of 117,945. That's the next big target. I just don't have a long entry. My long entry would rather be down here. We have a lot of confluence and support here. Previous day high, Monday high, VWAP 382, value area high. We might not get it. We've just been clustered on this uptrend here, holding this uptrend on the regression trend, and it looks like it's creating a double bottom that it might just break out of, right? It breaks this neckline of 116,700, and it could be on its way to the upside. We got 30 minutes left on the 4-hour candle before the 4-hour candle closes. Very strong 4-hour candles here breaking up to the upside. So we will see, can we get this little retracement in this last 30 minutes before pushing up higher? If not, it looks like we just might be getting the breakout in the next after this 4-hour candle closes. What are your top 5 holdings? Top 5 holdings, guys. I'm very basic when it comes to crypto. My top 5 holdings are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and what else? And I believe it's either I think the last one is tied between AVAX, Render. I don't know which one I have more of, whether it's AVAX, Render, Chainlink, AERO, or ONDO. It's one of those five. One of those five is number 5. I don't know which is which, but those are my next big 5 holdings. I don't hold an incredible amount of altcoins all over the place. Keep it very simple, very basic, and it's always played out. TON, what about TON? Chainlink will skyrocket. It better, dude. Chainlink better skyrocket. It's literally connected to everything. It has tons of regulation coming in place for it. So I'm really surprised with the fact that Chainlink had struggled to get above $30 in the 2024, right? In the 2024 rally, it struggled to get above $30. Its all-time high is around $55. So it better get up there, man, and higher. Hopefully it goes a lot higher than $55, but wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Nice. I have XRP, Chainlink, ONDO, ADA, XLM. That seems decent. Yeah, that is decent. That is good. Very strong. Yes, man. Appreciate it. My alts are cooked. Yeah, man. The lower the market cap. Oh, SUI. Yep. I definitely have SUI as well. I forgot about that. Let's go take a look at SUI here. So SUI up 7.7% today, $3.72. Let's go take a look at SUI's price action. See how SUI is doing right now. So SUI has reclaimed its previous month range, right? The range for July, it's back above it. It got above the 356, and now our next target to the upside is 399, right? 399 is the monthly NPLC for the month of July. That is our next target. It is above the heart line of this macro quarterly quarter 2 trend that we're in. So getting above that might be a little difficult, but 399 is its next target. Once we can finally have a breakout above $4, 482 is our next target to the upside. Local target to the downside for a gold pocket is $3.04, right below the yearly pivot and right above the lower band of this uptrend. So that's something to be looking out for SUI as well. Just keeping an eye here on the Bitcoin chart. This thing's either going to break up to the upside any minute now off this double bottom, or we're going to finally get a push to the downside and get a retest here before this 4-hour candle closes and we get set up for a nice little push to the upside. Thoughts on eGold? Don't really have any thoughts on eGold. It's been around for a while. It had a lot of hype in 2021. That hype is pretty much gone. I don't expect it to come back. Not a big surprise there. Everybody thought that eGold was going to be the next Ethereum, whatever. It wasn't. Let's go take a look at AVAX real quick. AVAX has been pretty much not doing too much, but AVAX is still within its previous month range, staying above its monthly average of $22.24. Target to the upside for the month of July. Naked point of control is up at $25. $26.36 has been massive resistance. We got rejected back in May. We got rejected back in July as well. Off of it, getting above that area is very critical for us to fight this resistance between $28 to $30. Once we're above that, AVAX does have targets between 36 to 41, as high as $51 to $54 for local targets to the upside for AVAX. Let's go back to Bitcoin here. Gotta keep an eye on this bad boy. I know it's gonna move, but I'm not looking. What coin do you prefer, ADA or ONDO? Well, that's a great, fantastic question, right? ADA or ONDO? ADA, ONDO has got the better narrative, real world assets, right? All this stuff going on. But Cardano, I've been in it for a long time from a very, very low price of like less than 30 cents, right? I've been buying Cardano at 2 cents back in 2018. I've been buying Cardano at 20 cents, 30 cents, right? 50 cents, never really too much above 50 cents. But so I've stacked a pretty big bag of Cardano below 50 cents. I do believe Cardano is going to go back above $1, possibly, potentially over $2. And it's going to be a big fat bag for me, right? Now it's going to be a slow mover for sure. ONDO has got the better narrative, real world assets, all this stuff, BlackRock, Buildo Asset Fund, all this stuff, putting money into it. It's currently sitting at 99 cents. I've also been buying ONDO since 29 cents, 29 cents, 50 cents, a lot of accumulation around that area. Now I do have targets for ONDO up above 168 to as high as 215, but we will see. We will see. I think ONDO definitely will be a faster mover than Cardano, but Cardano is definitely a good mover as well if you were buying really low, right? If you're buying really, really low, I wouldn't be buying too much Cardano at 70 cents, and plus. What is the best cold wallet? There is no such thing as the best cold wallet, but I used to use Ledger a lot. Then they came out with all their Fugazi, like seed phrase extraction, cloud, whatever. Don't like any of that. So I got rid of Ledger. I mainly use Trezor and Arculus as my two hardware wallets. I do have another one of the Tangem wallet as well, but I mainly use Arculus and Trezor. Crusader, are you a fan of Morpho? Yes, I am a fan of Morpho. I actually hold Morpho as well. Not a huge bag or anything like that, but I do have some Morpho. Morpho is currently sitting at $1.92. Let's go take a look at the chart for Morpho. Morpho, where are you? Where's my actual chart for Morpho? Is that on KuCoin? Probably. Yeah. All right. Let me do some updates to this. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. Let's get the Q2 trend. Here we are. We're within the Q2 trend. Let's get the July range. We're right at the MPLC of $1.95. We've already hit this Q1 MPLC. Quarterly average has been some resistance for sure. We do have a target up at 233, a gold pocket up at $3, and another monthly average up at 319 for Morpho. If we can break out of this uptrend and continue climbing higher throughout the Q1 range, those are the targets to the upside. Let's keep an eye on Bitcoin here. Appreciate everybody jumping in. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Where do I think Bitcoin will go? Like I said before, next big target, once we can break out above 116,774, our next target here for the day or so for this week is 117,945. Obviously, I'm not in a long yet. I would really like to see a potential drop down to this area here. I don't think we're going to get it at this point. I think we'll just be creating a double bottom here and potentially breaking out. Appreciate all you guys smashing those likes. Does Pengu good entry still? Pengu's had definitely some good entries. Let me see where Pengu's at right now. So Pengu dipped into his July range, came down to its monthly average of 0.031, like I warned everybody in the Crypto Citadel about. Down to the 382, found some support, and now we're trying to break back above the value area high of the July range. We're currently at 0.306, 0.036. Our next target to the upside is this January high of 0.046 to the upside. Nice entry for a long was around here. That's 0.031. I wouldn't be going long here right now, but it's a meme coin, guys, and it can blast off at any point in time. Can I start longing ADA, XRP, and Pepe? Well, you can start longing whenever you want, but realistically, if you're going to be going long blindly like that, you better be using very, very low leverage so that you can manage that trade. Because if you go high leverage, 10x plus kind of stuff on those assets blindly, you could get wrecked very quickly. Do you hold Solana? Yes, I hold Solana. How about SEI? We'll cover that here in just a second. What do you think about? I don't know anything about that. Let's go. Hold on. Let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's making a move, coming back towards this neckline. Potential breakout here. Man, it really sucks that we never got the drop. Never got the drop. Unless we get a sweep of this London high right now and then we drop down here. That would be the only thing that could take us down to this area. Let's go take a look at SEI. Let's get the range here for July. So July does have an NPOC up at 34 cents. We're currently finding support around this 26-cent area and holding above 28. If we can get back inside the July range, we do have the targets up. Oh, let me turn this. Let me get this off out of here. We do have the NPOC up at 34 cents. Then we have the resistance of 36 cents. And above that, we have our targets of 48 to 52 cents and as high as 58 cents with the yearly untapped average for SEI. Bitcoin coming in here for this London high. Are we going to sweep it or are we going to just break right through it and blast off into infinity and beyond? That is the question that we're about to get an answer to here. I'm just praying for the market to crash so bad. How come? Market dropped all the way down to 112. That was a good drop. That was a good drop for sure. If Bitcoin drops, XRP will also drop, guys. 12 p.m. Eastern for 401k executive order signed. Oh, is it at 12? Interesting. No wonder Bitcoin's getting a move now. It's 11:43 right now. Base bread is going places if alts start blasting. Well, yeah, of course. All meme coins and altcoins are going to start pumping if Bitcoin dominance drops and Bitcoin starts making some new all-time highs and we get an altcoin season. Gold tea breads. You already know. You already know. Let's see here. What is Bitcoin going to do? We got 15 minutes. Well, we got 15 minutes and 48 seconds left on this 4-hour candle. We'll see if Bitcoin breaks out above this London high and starts to make a big push, or are we going to sweep this London high and have our drop down to the previous day high finally, get a bounce off of there, and then move up higher? There's a lot of red bubbles. My portfolio bubbles are green today. Yeah, this image is outdated right now. Bubble image that you're seeing is outdated. Best investment for 2025. Join Crypto Citadel. Appreciate it, Diamond. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Crypto Citadel member in the house. If you guys have any questions about the Crypto Citadel, you can ask him and anybody else in here that is a member. You know, like I said before, you can get signals, trade signals. You can get trade setups. You can get daily macro. You can get macro long-term analysis for people that are long-term holders. A lot of different things happening in the Crypto Citadel for sure for people that are really interested in grinding it out and really start, you know, growing a new set of skills. If Bitcoin goes up 10%, XRP and XLM will go 30%. So why hold Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin runs the market. Bitcoin drops 10%, altcoins drop 30-40%. So with that same logic that you're holding, I'd rather have less risk. Okay, Bitcoin is currently tapping the London high. Hasn't swept it just yet. Hasn't really tapped it just yet. We'll see here. We got a brand new 14-minute candle. We might be getting a sweep here. Not very keen on taking shorts with how chaotic today's going to be with this public signing. Not too keen, right? But it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news cap event. But you know, don't really want to be jumping into shorts when things can get parabolic and irrational very quickly. But if we get the sweep, I might take it. How much more do you think XRP can go this year? I'm looking to exit already. Well, you know, it really depends what your entry was. If your entry was above $2, you should definitely be looking for aggressive strategies to take profit. Now, if your entry was below $1, you can be a little bit more lenient. But overall, nonetheless, I do believe it's obviously at like $3. It can get back above a little bit higher than $3 again. $4 is definitely a target. $4.16 is definitely a target for the next big rally for XRP. So a lot of things can definitely be happening for XRP, but realistically, I'm aiming at $5 to $6 tops. But you know, I wouldn't let that FOMO of, oh man, it can double from here, to really affect me. If I'm already in a lot of massive profit and I need that money, I would rather just de-risk my position. You can always create a moon bag, take profits, create a moon bag where you've already taken profits and you leave the rest of the position to just ride. Thought XRP was high cap meme coin. XRP, I still don't like XRP. XRP is still not anything in my favorites at all. I still don't hold XRP, and I never will. Spot buy is king. Yep, I agree. People that are not traders, absolutely. But if you want to be a trader, if you want to have that rinse and repeat liquidity, right? It's kind of like how real estate, you make money on real estate, then you liquidate, you know, use the BRRRR method, and then you bring that money back into and get more properties. Same thing with trading, right? If you have a trading portfolio along with your spot portfolio, the money you're making off your spot buys, off your trading, you can then put back into your spot buying. XRP, I mean, Bitcoin here having a little bit of a pullback here. We still got 11 minutes on this 15-minute candle before closing out the daily. I just want to go in. I just arrived home from holiday. Now I'm late, too high. Oh, man. It happens. It happens. Don't worry. I went on vacation last year around this same time, August, and Bitcoin dropped all the way down to like 48,000. Altcoins were completely crushed. I didn't have any opportunity to buy because I was traveling. And then by the time I got back, things were already starting to recover. So, been there, man. Definitely been there. We've all been there. Been there, done that. Man, Bitcoin didn't even tap that London high. It's already starting to retrace. Hopefully we get to bounce off this area. If we can get to hold this area and bounce here, I would definitely be looking to take a long at this area here. Let's go take a look at HBAR. HBAR. So HBAR has been very, very, you know, the critical levels here for HBAR are very simple. Still within the July range, just sitting above its yearly and quarterly average of 23 cents. If this area is lost, we do have a gold pocket down around 18 cents and the anchored VWAP. Now, if HBAR can fight and get above this resistance here around 28 cents to about 30 cents, we do have targets around 31 to 33 and then nearby, right? Very nearby targets. And then we have the December highs around 39 cents. And then above 39 cents, we have all-time highs of 57 cents. So we'll see where HBAR is going to go here. Can we hold this area and continue pushing up higher? Absolutely. If, you know, Bitcoin does allow another altcoin season to occur, Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, Bitcoin continues to make all-time highs in range of those highs, then yeah. I bought the top on altcoins. Any advice or certain timelines to watch? Yeah, definitely watch out for Q4 of this year. We should have a nice rally in Q4, right? There's a lot of rumors of interest rate cuts happening in potentially for the first time in September, which would definitely fuel some more quantitative easing, which would be great for the market to start pumping in Q4. And then there's already supposedly, I think there was already, the Fed has already confirmed that there's going to be 2 interest rate cuts in 2026. So that could lead into my theory that in 2026, the altcoin rally and market overall is going to continue pumping into 2026. So we'll definitely 2025's Q4 is going to be a very interesting quarter. And that starts in October, right after the potential interest rate cut in September. All right, we got 8 more minutes before the 4-hour candle closes. We're going to see here, are we going to get a breakout above this London high? And we're going to pump to infinity and beyond. Or what? Hope to see all of you guys in the Crypto Citadel. If you haven't already joined, definitely do so. Last month in the Crypto Citadel on our trading signals, we closed out, or are we? Yeah, month of July, we closed out up $6,800. Up $6,800 in the month of July. Fantastic month of trading in the month of July. The month of June was closed out at 40. What is no? This is till July. Where's June? June's all the way up here. These are all the trade signals, all the trades that we take. Yes, there's always losses involved, but keeping the losses small and the wins big is always the goal to stay profitable. So June, we closed out the month of June. Oops, didn't mean to do that. At $38.52, we've pretty much almost doubled to that, made another extra $3,000 on top of that in the month of July. August so far still being kind of rough. Not a lot of good trades playing out so far. But still early. It's only the first week of August, so got to give it time. By the end of the month, we should be in massive amounts of profits once again. Meanwhile, we get some good trading action to play out here. AVAX or SEI, which will pump more, you think? Doesn't really matter. Just hedge your bets, buy a little bit of both, and just let it ride, right? If you're going into that mentality, going into those types of comparisons, impossible to know which one's going to pump more than the other. You know, you can look at technical analysis and stuff like that, see which one's more down than the other. AVAX is probably more down than SEI. SEI has had a nice rally. AVAX hasn't really had any major rallies. So maybe AVAX will pump more than SEI, right? So will Bitcoin pump now or dump first and then pump? I would love to see it come down to this previous day high. I don't think this is going to happen, right? We're most likely going to be closing out the 4-hour candle here in the next 7 minutes, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. And we're right at this London high. So unless we sweep this London high and have a reversal to the downside in the short term, I definitely think that Bitcoin's probably just going to, we're creating a double bottom here. We're just about to break this neckline and the 4 hours is just going to, you know, keep pushing up higher to our next target of 117,945, which is unfortunate because this would have been a great entry here for a freaking long, but it looks like we might not be getting it. Looks like we might not be getting it. What coin should I do futures on? Bitcoin and Ethereum mostly. Don't be trading any other altcoins, and if you are, very low leverage, 35x at most. If not, you're going to be getting wrecked a lot. If you know where Bitcoin's going, you know where the altcoins are going. So that's why it's very critical to be looking at the Bitcoin chart always, even when you're trading an altcoin. It's very important to be looking into your altcoin, into your Bitcoin chart first. If you know Bitcoin's going up, then you know that your altcoin has a very good chance of a long setup playing out. 5 more minutes here for the 4-hour candle close. Are we going to sweep this London high or are we going to break out and go to Pump City, baby? Pump City, what are we going to do? Bitcoin, tell me, what are we going to do? Hello, Epic Chain. I don't know anything about Epic Chain. I know a bunch of influencers are pumping that, but I don't know anything about it. The value you showed this month, what was the value of the portfolio, 100K or 10K? You're talking about the monthly gains? The monthly gains for July and June of 68 and 3,800. I'm just trading with $2,500. $2,500 with 21x leverage on Bitcoin. That's what I'm trading with, and that's the profits that I made. It's not a portfolio. I'm not trading with 100K. I wish. Cuban Diesel time. Diesel time. Thank you for the popcorn, brother. Appreciate it. We are right at the London high right now. So are we about to sweep this area and reverse, or are we about to skyrocket into infinity and beyond? Into infinity and beyond. UK rate cut main driver today. More pressure on us to follow. Oh, we're definitely going to get interest rate cuts in September, bro. It's coming. Everybody knows it. But right now, the big pressure right now is the whole speculation, you know, the whole thing about the new EO being signed today to allow Bitcoin to be put into 401k retirement accounts. Uh-oh, sweep is happening. We are sweeping the London high. We are sweeping the London high. If this closes here, I'm probably going to be taking a short. We got 3 minutes for confirmation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we about to do Dump City? Or are we going to get Pump City? 3 minutes, still a long time here to confirm this sweep. Might be jumping into my short here relatively soon, but we got to wait. We got to wait. Got to wait. At least wait 1 more minute. Trump 401ks. Yeah, that's the big thing. That's the big headline today. But this little sweep here could be leading, could be the reversal that we need. But we're also about to close the 4-hour candle. Makes me kind of nervous. Makes me kind of nervous. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Okay, let's see. We still got 2 minutes, still a long time. Could definitely push up higher. Definitely could push up higher. I am planning on taking a short here. Let's jump over to Bitcoin. Let's go take a look at the chart. Got a minute 45. We have swept the London high. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuits here. Jump a little early into this short. Not recommended, but here we go. Let me set my TP very quickly. My stop loss actually. 0.2. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it only 19 cents? Where's my margin? Okay. Nope. Did my margin not come in? Did it not fill my order completely? Okay. Jumping into the short. So far playing out. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. It's playing out. It's playing out. Jumping into the short here. All right. Very high risk trade. Where's my stop loss at? 116, 696. 696. Oh man, I got a low entry. Hold on. Stop loss 116, 696. What the heck was my entry? How is 696 my stop loss? This doesn't make any sense. How can my entry, my stop loss be the same? Oh, this is by US standard percentage. Jeez. That's why. My gosh, I almost got stopped out of my own damn trade. No wonder that didn't make any sense. All right. We got the sweep. The sweep is confirmed. We should be playing it out here. We should be dropping it like it's hot. So far, so good. Trade is up $38. 4-hour candle has officially closed. We are getting a new 4-hour candle here. It's a very high risk trade. I'm not posting it in the Crypto Citadel just because this is a very, very high risk trade. I do not want to be posting this for that simple fact, because I'm just taking this for fun for the show right now. But taking shorts is extremely high risk right now with what the market is setting up, and everybody's expecting this. Do you think there will be an alt season? Of course there's going to be an alt season, guys. There's always going to be an alt season. There's always going to be another altcoin season. Bitcoin dominance is on the way down right now. Targets to the downside once we break below 60% are 58% and lower. What's the trade? I'm taking a trade here off the London. I'm taking a short off the London high sweep. Very high risk for the simple fact that it definitely looks like Bitcoin wants to pump. It's been holding up this uptrend very, very well. But a sweep is a sweep. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to see what happens. And see if it plays out. I would really want to see it drop down to the VWAP, potentially to this green zone here between the VWAP is around 115.932 to the previous day high, which is around 115.677. Would love to see that drop, and then just let it fly. But I'm not going to be posting this one in the Crypto Citadel because it's just too much of a high risk trade. Just doing this for the show for you guys. But if you guys want to get trade signals, definitely join the Crypto Citadel. Let's see here. So far, we're up $52. Let's go. Haven't had any major big move just yet. Just the first 15 minutes of the new 4-hour candle. But we are sweeping, so. We did sweep, so we'll see if we get the big pullback. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes. Hey. I expect USDT dominance to 4.37%, and then we go down with dominance, at least I hope. We'll see. I don't really track the USDT dominance too much, so. BitTensor Tau, yeah, man. BitTensor Tau is one of my favorites. One of my favorite AI coins. Definitely hold a lot of that. Dominance has been dropping today, guys. Dominance right now is at 61.43%. We went as high as 62 something, 62.5% throughout the weekend, and since then we've been dropping, which is allowing altcoins to move to the upside. For sure. Not much movement on this price action just yet. Hopefully we get a drop soon. We did get the sweep. The sweep is a reversal signal, but there's a lot of other things showing that strong support around this area as well. It looks like Bitcoin definitely acts irrational when there's a lot of news and a lot of speculation coming out, right? So could get invalidated, but usually on a sweep of a high, you take a short, and that is a reversal signal to push to the downside. But we've been holding this uptrend very, very well throughout the entire New York trading session. So might be invalidated, might not drop as much as it should, but I would love to see a drop down to 115.900 to about 115.600. So you have a target price this alt season for ETH? Yeah, man, my targets for Ethereum are very simple. My targets for Ethereum are between $6,000 to $8,000 for this big cycle top, right? Or I can see Ethereum topping out between 6,000 to 8,000. I definitely think we're going to break above 4,000. 4,000 been massive resistance, but there's a lot of big game changers happening for Ethereum. A lot of institutional whales buying. Ethereum treasuries are becoming a thing now for companies to be buying building of company treasuries on Ethereum. SharpLink is one of these companies that's doing it. It's the first company to do it, and it's holding like billions of dollars of Ethereum at this point. And there's a few other ones doing it as well. So yeah, definitely keeping an eye on it and seeing what happens. But I definitely think Ethereum is going to run. Oh no, trades are going against us. Come on, Bitcoin. Drop it like it's hot, bro. Drop it like it's hot, my friend. What about ADA Cardano? I do have targets for ADA around $2 to $3. $2 to $3, I definitely think is a realistic target for Cardano. Definitely going to be taking a lot of profits around the $2 region. Just needed to get back above $1, man. It's been really lagging behind, but Cardano, not surprised there. Cardano is a very slow mover, one of the last altcoins to really move during big rallies. And then kind of just signals like, hey, the end is coming to this rally when Cardano starts moving really fast. Come on, Bitcoin, drop it like it's hot, man. Thoughts on Harmony One? Don't really have any thoughts on Harmony One. Don't really know what they're up to or what they're doing or anything like that. Come on, Bitcoin. Do something, man. Appreciate all of you guys in here. Appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Make sure you guys are joining the Crypto Citadel if you haven't already, where you can get trading signals, daily trade setups, and macro long-term analysis for all of you long-term holders. So you don't just need to be a trader or want to be a trader. I do have a course coming out this Sunday, a trading course coming out this Sunday. It's all recorded. I'm finishing up the editing now, and by Sunday it's going to be posted. And all the members in the Crypto Citadel are going to have, it's about 6 to 7 videos long. It's a little mini course that gives you the entire strategy, trading strategy, thought process on behind how to use these different indicators. The majority, all the indicators are free. You don't have to pay for any of the indicators. All the indicators are free, how to use them, how to, critically think through the process on when to take a long, when to take a short, how to use VWAP, regression trends, volume profiles, previous day highs, all this stuff, and how to identify a potential trade, a potential long, a potential short. All of that is covered in the mini course. And that course is available for everyone for a lifetime of the membership in the Crypto Citadel. So a lot of new members in there that were starting to get new at trading that want to learn the strategy. So I made the course for them. And if all of you guys are interested in learning how to trade, you guys can get access to that course as well. Once you guys start joining the Crypto Citadel, on top of the trading signals and on top of the trade setups and on top of the macro long-term analysis. And all of this is coming to you at the cheap price of $3.30 a day. How do you short? Yeah, I cover that in there as well. How once you have an account with an exchange, how to open a trade, how to close a trade, how to change leverage, how to enter a stop loss, a take profit, how to do all of that inside an exchange. That is also covered in the tutorial. And that's coming out this Sunday. So make sure you guys are joining the Crypto Citadel if you haven't already. That's great value. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Trying to do as much as I can for everybody. Bitcoin going to 108 to 112. I hope you're right. I'm in a short right now. That'd be fantastic for me. That would be fantastic for me, my friend. Bitcoin is dropping again. My short is in good conditions so far. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Drop it like it's hot, baby. Drop it like it's hot. Got 4 more minutes on this first 15-minute candle for the new 4-hour candle. And we're starting to move, baby. We're starting to move. Come on. We're dropping it like it's hot now, baby. Where we at? Where we at? We're up $77, $80. Let's get it, baby. We are printing $93. We are dropping $95. We are dropping like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Drop it. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Come on, Bitcoin. Drop it down to that VWAP, baby. Drop it down to the VWAP. It's a bull trap. Fantastic. I'm on a short. That means I'm going to be printing. What's your take profit? I'm going to be taking profit around the VWAP area. 115,900 to about 115,900 to 115,600 is my take profit area, depending how fast we get there. Do we just blow through that area or not? But that is going to be my area to take profit on my short. I would like to take a long off this previous day high around 115,600 area. So that's why I would be closing out my short and waiting to see if that area holds as support. If it does, probably be jumping into a long at that point in time. XLM will outperform XRP. Fantastico. Doesn't really benefit me in any kind of way. I don't hold XRP or XLM. Bitcoin, I'm up $82. Come on, Bitcoin, keep dropping it, man. Drop it like it's hot, man. I just covered SUI a little while ago. We'll circle back to it in a little while. Price prediction for ETH, $6,000 to $8,000. I think is very realistic, very, very possible for Ethereum, especially with all the treasuries and all the things that are happening for Ethereum, especially getting the Ethereum staking on the spot ETFs going to be happening here soon. So 6,000 to 8,000, I think, is very possible for Ethereum. I'll be covering SUI in a second, BK. Just keeping an eye here on this Bitcoin trade right now. Jumped into a short at the London high of the sweep, and so far, so good. So far, so good. I joined someone else earlier said we're in a bear market. Bear market, bro. Bear market. Come on, man. There's so many Fugazi creators out here, bro. Fugazi creators. I've been in the market since 2018, bro. I've been a content creator since 2022. Yeah, 2021. Since 2021. I've met so many of these people, even some of the biggest creators out there, full of Fugazi, bro. So, you know, be very careful with what you're listening to. Don't trust anybody online. But I just like to follow the charts, bro, and just do what the charts say, not what I want the charts to do. Will alts be dropping too? Well, if Bitcoin drops significantly, altcoins could have a little bit of a pullback. But even if it drops down to 115, 600, that's not really a massive drop of any kind. Bitcoin dominance is still dropping, so it's okay. You know, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. It's just a short-term little 15-minute, 30-minute, maybe an hour-long drop, and then we start. I do think we're going to come pushing back up higher after the signing happens. Can anybody confirm if the signing has begun? Are they starting to show it on TV yet, or what? XRP going to $2-ish before we go back higher. I already did, DK. I already told everybody. I literally have videos on it about XRP. If it lost $3.10, was going to come down to 277. It went down to 272, bounced off that area, and now it's back at $3 and some change. Yeah, $3.05. Like, already hit those targets, brother. Already hit those targets. Can it revisit again? Maybe, but it already hit 272 when I was looking for 277. So another 15-minute candle closed below the London high, confirming the trade should continue to push lower, but there is a lot of bullish momentum here. With all this anticipation, this is why this trade is so high risk, because of this potential news catalyst, right, of the signing. You know, it could be by the rumors of the news. The minute the TV turns on, the price just pulls back. What signing are you talking about? Today, there's going to be a signing of an executive order for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to be used in 401ks. Come on, Bitcoin, just pull down to this VWAP, bro. Been keeping me here in suspense all day. Time to start blasting off after you're short. I hope you're right. I'm looking for a long down here at 115,700 to 115,600. So it'd be perfect if I can catch the short to the downside, come right into the support, close my short, and then jump into a long and ride that bad boy up to 117,945. Thoughts on chill house? Might be a cold house. Might want to wear a sweater in there. Should I wait for a bit for a pullback to buy alts? Yeah, I would definitely wait for a larger pullback. Bitcoin pulled all the way back to 112. Don't know what the altcoins did too drastically at that point in time. But I haven't been buying alts for months now. Last time I bought alts was like in March when things were down like 80+%. SF, how much longer? How much longer what? Would you long VeChain here? Let me go take a look at VeChain real quick. VeChain did come down to a gold pocket here around August 2nd, bouncing back into the July range. We do have an MPLC up at basically 2.5 cents. It is making a lower high. A higher low, which is good. We still are slightly in a downtrend from the Q2 range. Targets to the upside, we need to get above 0.032 for VeChain to really start moving towards that 5 cent targets to the upside. So you could take a very low leverage long, maybe a 2 to 3x low leverage long on VeChain, and try to manage it to try to get up there. What alts are good to long when Bitcoin hits 115,600? Man, if Bitcoin's really going to have that big rip off the support and start pumping back up higher, then any altcoin will probably follow it, right? XRP has been following Bitcoin very closely today. Ethereum has had a little bit of a pullback, not too much, but I do believe, obviously, if Bitcoin starts pulling back, Ethereum is going to pull back as well and continue pushing up higher. Altcoins pretty much follow Bitcoin. Wherever Bitcoin goes, altcoins follow. So sorry for the crying in the background. The little mini crusaders are on a crusade right now. And Mrs. Crusader is just trying to manage the situation the best she can. This is your channel. I thought I followed you already. Yeah, this is my new channel because my other channel, the Blockchain Crusader channel, that channel got taken down by a scammer. So then I had to come and create this new channel that I've been running for the last 2 months now. So that's probably why you're not following me here. No worries, man. Kids, we're good. Yeah, kids creating chaos. Come on, Biddy. Come on, Biddy. Drop it like it's hot, Biddy. Drop it like it's hot, man. When is the announcement? I don't know. I don't know when the announcement is. I don't know when they're going to do it, if it's going to be now at 12 or later at 3. I have absolutely no idea. Thoughts on Polygon? Big disappointment on Polygon. Big disappointment on layer 2s overall. Don't expect it to do anything wild. I'll have little rallies here and there, but definitely not something I'm excited about in my portfolio or anything like that. Definitely not buying the dip on it. They're a bit tired from your holiday out of normal routine, probably. Bro, what do you think about Filecoin? Not a big fan on Filecoin. People have really bought into Filecoin in the last couple of years, but I'm just not really a big fan of it. I can't say anything good or bad about it. I don't hold it. I don't really follow up on it. I just don't really catch what the big deal with it was, and that's okay. It's for some people, but not for others. Fam, you seems someone is offering 2.9 trillion for a whiff picture. What? That's wild. Appreciate everybody jumping in here. Appreciate everybody smashing those likes. Make sure you guys are joining the Crypto Citadel. My course, my trading course is coming out this Sunday. It's going to be accessible to everyone in the Crypto Citadel itself. So make sure you guys join in there if you guys want to start learning how to trade, want to catch daily trade signals, daily trade setups. If you guys want to catch daily trade signals, daily trade setups, and get the trading course to learn how to trade with my strategy with the indicators that I use, which were all free, definitely do so and join now while you still can. There's a 50% discount right now using the code Citadel. That is going to be going away at the end of this month. So make sure you guys are joining now. Bitcoin holding support here, man. This short, man. This is why this short is high risk. Short might not play out. Just a lot of anticipation for this signing thing, and it's just keeping the price held up very well here, which is a problemo. Alberto, what's going on, brother? Yo, Crusader, would you be able to do tutorial video on how to set up the London and Asia high? Yeah, I'll add that. I'll add that to the tutorial. I'll record a video showing how to manually do it. I have an indicator that does it already. And the minute I get everybody access to it, it'll just be an automatic add-on. You just add it to your chart, and it'll just be there for everybody in the Crypto Citadel. But if you want to manually track it, yeah, I can do a little mini tutorial in the meantime. I just need to get everybody to get this indicator already. First of all, you're not investing anything with me, Torgot. I don't take any money from anybody. You just join my private community and you pay a membership to be in my private community, but I don't invest money for anybody. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't manage anybody's money. I don't take fees from anybody's money. You manage your own fees. You take your own trades. We're just there to discuss trades. I post the trades that I'm taking, and I give analysis on where I think the market is going. But I don't do anything for you. Man, this trade is taking forever to play out. Really thought it would have a faster push to the downside after the 4 hours started, but you know, not a surprise. Bitcoin's been moving super slow today. We might not even get the drop like I anticipated. We might not even get it. Appreciate everybody in here. Appreciate all you guys smashing those likes and subscribe. I am going to be signing off. Going to go eat some lunch and see how this trade plays out. I'll see all of you guys in the Crypto Citadel. Make sure you guys are joining before this Sunday. That's when my trading course is coming out for all the members. Do not miss it. Make sure you join. It's only $3.30 a day to be in there. You get a trading course. You get daily trade signals, daily trade setups, and macro long-term analysis, plus daily trade live sessions. We literally just did a live trading session for the last 2 hours before I got live today. So a lot of different things happening in there for everybody, and it's only $3.30 a day. Guys, I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day, and I'll see you in the Crypto Citadel. See ya.